And everyone's going to come to the movie waiting for that scene, and there's an enormous amount of expectation.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Have I said too much? There's nothing more I can think of to say to you. But all you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true.
Buenos Aires on a high, having done the Casa Rosada, so that was pretty nice. And then to have to come to a different country in any production and start all over again from a standing start is always hard, especially to start with something as hard as this. The reason that I decided to come here was that the problem with Buenos Aires now is it's been completely modernized. As most Eastern European countries, the architecture is still intact, and this architecture is very similar to Buenos Aires in the 30s and 40s.
So here we are in Budapest, Argentina.
Actually, it looks a bit like Argentina.
Here we go, stand by.
Buenos Aires,
okay.
Hungary.
Evita, in my opinion, Andrew Lloyd Webber's best work, will be watched by many, many people. I think that certainly the play has been and the record has been very popular all over the world. So I'm looking forward to really exciting audiences with the movie.
What's on the menu tonight?
On the menu tonight is... Did you take my lines? Did I give them to you?
I've brought many projects back to Hungary, but of course this production has been the biggest one I've ever been involved with as far as Hungary is concerned. The reason why they came to Hungary was, in fact, because of the possibilities of these huge scenes on the streets of Budapest. And Budapest sort of looks like Buenos Aires.
How are we going to fake the cold tonight? Andy, you're the producer, you have to tell me this.
But you're supposed to act very warm.
Yeah, I'm supposed to act.
Well, I almost brought the heat.
Where, in your cigar?
Almost brought the heat.
It's true, you came...
Hi, nice palm trees.
Change up the masses and child. In New Argentina, the voice of the people cannot be and must not be denied. You actually only on the playback on the first three lines.
Should I sing anyway?
Just one name, but yeah.
Okay. Argentina,
the chains of the masses untied. New Argentina, the voice of
the people
cannot be
and
must not be denied.
Who are you anyway? I forget.
Cipriano Reyes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a long time.
I'm going to try
Damn,
it
it's
first.
cold.
We have to see for real tonight.
The new Argentina, chains of the masses.
A new Argentina, the voice of the people, cannot be and must not be denied. I was starting to walk in the music. Gallagher, I'll stand on B. I'll stand on B.
Are we not? How could you love me?
think my favorite song is the new song, You Must Love Me. It's beautiful, it's simple, and I haven't heard it a million times.
We've written this song called You Must Love Me, and I think that will actually tell us an awful lot about Ava's sort of emotional state at that time.
Where do we go from here? This isn't where we intended to be. We had it all. You believed in me. I believed in you. Certainties disappear. What do we do for our dream to survive? How do we keep all our passions alive as we used to do? Deep in my heart, I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say. Scared to confess what I'm feeling. Frightened you'll slip away. You must love me. You must love me.
In spite of what anyone may say about, you know, Ava and Juan used each other, or they just, you know, it was a relationship of convenience or for power, whatever, I do believe that they loved each other.
We're going to be going behind the keep over there. Come on. Boy, lad.
Okay, let me have the sailors.
Let's get them all in their groups. Yeah. Just the Army. Hold up on the Navy. When I get there, and then what I want to do is split them. We're going to have half on one side of the street, half on the other, and they'll be stationary facing the street.
Close up. Not really with foreground, so we should... Tomorrow. Front angle, high, done, side angle. You know, you've got to get some humanity in it. I think that's a bullshit shot, though.
Hey, Bananas!
We had lots of documentary footage of the actual funeral, and as a film director, you greedily want to recreate the whole thing, but to replicate it exactly would be, you know, quite frankly, impossible. I mean, I can't have 2 million people out here, but there's 4,000 extras there, and goodness knows what else, so it should be pretty impressive.
It's going to be fascinating for me because it's the first movie musical I've worked on and as closely involved with the director as I've become. And I think Alan and I now have developed a little bit of an understanding about where we both come from, because he's seen me work now with the orchestra and he knows that I'm a perfectionist and he's a perfectionist. Therefore, we're a bit of a marriage.
Say more energy, more energy.
I still haven't sung very much. Most of what I've done is a lot of walking, a lot of waving, a lot of shaking hands, hugging, kissing. This is early days for me in Budapest. The bulk of what I've got left to do are the intimate scenes between Evita and Perón, and the political machinations of his rise to power. Virtually, I've still got everything left to do, everything left to play for, as they say at home. So I'm going to get back to bury the wife now, and see you later. Bye.
We have here the big, massive scenes, you know, with like 4,000 guys on the street, extras and horses, and it's pretty spectacular. I saw, for the first time in my life, I saw yesterday a producer jumping around and, you know, looking at the sky and saying, oh my God, this is fantastic, you know. The director too, I shouldn't say that, but Alan was pretty happy yesterday because it's a challenge.
Depending on where your side frames are,
yeah,
we can fold around.
some of the crowd, so you have another layer behind the
Absolutely.
cavalry.
We'll just line up. I think we're going to be fine, actually. I mean, it seems to fit almost beautifully.
Have to assume probably or presume that everybody who's involved in this project loves risks, and I do.
I think that this isn't really like any musical that's ever been made because it's mostly sung, the dialogue. On the other hand, it's not an opera because it's done in a very naturalistic way. So if it succeeds, we will have succeeded in creating a whole new art form.
It's a classic story told with music and images, and if you can communicate with music and images, you take film to another place, and only the audience will tell me whether we've done that or not, you know. We hope we have.
There is evil, ever a run fundamental system of government, quite incidental. So go if you're able to somewhere unstable and stay there. Whip up your hate in some tottering state, but not here, dear. Is that clear?